Hey guys, what's up? All right, let's get this going. Pin this comment and we will go live in just a few. How's everyone's day going? All right. Let's get this. Right, we are splitting the screen, working out all the tech logistics and getting this going in just a minute. I hope you guys all had an awesome Tuesday. There's Yuri from Perfecta Flip. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. So we'll give it a second for everyone to jump on. As you guys jump in, be sure to introduce yourselves. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And we are so excited. Give us a big old wave. I see H Reds here. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. I'm here in New Jersey. Yuri, where are you, Maryland?
I'm in Maryland.
All right. And we got anybody in New Jersey or Maryland in the house? Let's see it. North Carolina from Rena. Hello, hello. All right, guys. So we'll give it a quick second, and we're going to go right into it. All right. I see we got UK. Hey, Christy from UK. We've got Utah from Champion and Sunshine. Awesome. Steve in Maryland. Hello, hello. So welcome, everyone. Well, as you guys jump on, again, be sure to introduce yourselves. Give us a big old wave. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and sit back and get ready for an amazing show. So today I am so excited to welcome you guys to the CheerFit Show, where we go behind the scenes and interview founders of other companies in the cheerleading industry to give you guys, training tips, inside advice, and really just a sneak peek of what it looks like from another perspective. So today we are chatting with Yuri, who's the founder of Perfecta Flip. How's it going?
Everything is amazing. Thanks for bringing me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, I love it. And so, you guys are in for a treat because today we are talking about training tips, mistakes athletes make and how to correct it and overcoming mental blocks. So you guys let us know if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. But when I connected with Perfecta Flip, a couple months ago, I instantly knew that you guys, I love your mission, that it's all about, progress before perfection. And it's so, so important to focus on building that foundation. And that's what we're going to chat about today. So Yuri, I'd love for you to just give us a quick intro. Let us know, introduce yourselves a little bit about your background and how you started Perfecta Flip.
So basically, I actually come from a sports acrobatics background. I competed my entire life. Fast forwarding to 1999 when I went to World Championships with my group, and then went to World Games in Japan. We were fifth, and then I got back home, and it was time to give it up and coach. And I noticed cheer, and I was fascinated. It was a nice little change of pace from acrobatics, and I jumped right in.
Awesome. So how did you convert and switch from, the acrobatics and, then coming home and thinking, all right, it's done, but not quite. So then you found cheer, and then you went into finding Perfecta Flip. So what exactly is Perfecta Flip, or can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Sure. So basically, there are a lot of similarities between cheerleading and acrobatics. I thought cheerleading was a little more fun because there's more people on the floor. At that time, acrobatics wasn't allowed to have voices and words in their music. So cheerleading was just really appealed to me. And then I saw a couple of amazing teams at a competition, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
I think I saw either Top Gun or I saw someone, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
awesome.
I love that. Whoa, because it's literally amazing what, cheer athletes do. And just, seeing how much you can push your body, but also to what extreme, and it's finding that balance. And that's where fitness comes and technique comes into play is, finding that balance to be able to do all these amazing, crazy, high level, elite skills. And coming from your background, seeing the acrobatic side, it's interesting how you can play it into cheer as well.
Yeah, I mean, technique wise, it's very, very similar. I mean, gymnastics, acrobatics, diving, I mean, they're all very similar. So I right away took interest and noticed that there were some things lacking that were not lacking where I came from. And that kind of, got me thinking, like, why is there a difference? There shouldn't be. If we're doing back handsprings and back tucks, it should be the same across the board. In there's right way and the wrong way.
No, I love that you said that because I actually came from a gymnastics background and started cheerfit because I realized that, I came from conditioning, exercising, and then in cheerleading, you run through routines a lot, but you don't quite condition to be able to keep up with that level, or I never did. And then so I started, the fitness aspect and like you said, the technique aspect, it's all the same. So let's figure out a way to, help all the athletes reach those goals. So that actually brings me to my next question, which I want to focus the bulk of our time on. If you guys have questions at home, training tips and, how to help athletes really reach their goals, progress, work those skills, build that foundation. So what's the number one mistake that you see athletes making?
Well, that's tough. I think lack of patience. I think patience is just grossly underestimated. I think they're, kids are growing up now. They want to get it quick, and
yes.
They try it and they don't get it. And the word I can't. And I was always taught from day one, just keep grinding. You know what I mean? Just keep working. I mean, I did the same drills every day I got into the gym, no matter how good I got or what, whatever. I mean, my father was my coach my whole life. So it was just the Russian way of, drills before skills. I mean, I would start off every single practice from 5 years old until, 20, same way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just patience and just keep putting in the work.
I think that's awesome advice for, not just athletes, but for parents and coaches as well, where it's really exciting, right? You want to get a new skill. You want to keep advancing. You want to go from back walk over to back handspring to tuck to layout to full. But if you don't have that foundation, if you're not patient, that's where mental blocks really creep in, and we can chat about that later. But I love the, tip of just you guys be patient. And I know you want to, see that finish line and get to that ultimate goal, but it's about celebrating the wins along the way, doing the technique, doing the drills to really help progress, build that foundation so you can keep advancing and ultimately not get hurt and stay confident.
Sure.
So Yuri, as far as, patience is definitely one of the number one mistakes, but what are your tips or ideas or ways that athletes can, overcome this or, not be as impatient and be more patient?
Well, I think seeing so many cheerleaders idolize and look up to so many great cheerleading athletes online, and they see how good they are, and they think that they became like that overnight, and what they don't realize, there's so much work that goes into it that's not on Instagram or Twitter that nobody sees, and they're just seeing the final result. So I think it's a matter of seeing where you want to go, but understanding that there are a lot of steps to get there, right? It's not just about going to the gym and just start flipping. And that's why we actually have so much respect for you and your company, because building the body with conditioning is, I mean, that's also lacking. I mean, it's getting a lot better, and that's amazing. But I love the focus of your awareness and that you do need, to build the body to be able to take the pounding of tumbling of cheer and, everyday grind. So yeah.
Yeah, no, and definitely, that's why fitness is so important and such an integral role as far as advancing your skills. And that's one of the major problems with social media in general, right? People only will post what they're most proud of, or the pictures that look the best, or the, skills that look, quote, perfect or the cleanest. They're not going to post the tries that they've done and redone and the drills and the, not the fun parts. They're going to post what is, ultimately that goal. And so when we only see that and you only want to be like that and that's all then it's hard to really have that patience. But you guys just honestly remember, celebrate every win, do every drill. It's all about that progress, which then leads to perfection, which I love your motto, as far as just building that progress, building that foundation, building that structure.
I love, sorry to interrupt, like I love celebrating every win. I think baby steps are so important to celebrate. I don't believe in just celebrating the, when you've reached where you want to go. I think you really have to enjoy the journey, and because that's what you're really going to remember. Years down the road, you're not going to remember doing your first double full. You're going to remember the 2 years that went into it of busting your butt in the gym to get that skill. So, celebrating along the way is a great way to stay motivated, stay focused, and take a second to reward yourself, appreciate where you're going, and then keep grinding.
I love it. So you guys, let's have a celebration party. I want you guys all to pop in the comments your win for the week. So let us know your win for the week. We're going to celebrate with you guys. We'll highlight and feature you all. But it's so important to celebrate those wins because that's what helps give you the motivation and the confidence to keep going forward. So you guys, again, pop your wins for the week. You know, whether it's just doing drills at practice or whatever it is, every small win counts. So pop those wins in the comments. Yuri, what's your win for the week?
What's my win for the week? My win for the week is to give every one of my athletes, and I mostly do private lessons now and I run the gym, but my win is just getting just a little bit through to every child I coach, right? It doesn't have to be big, just a tiny concept. Even in 1 hour, you won.
I love
it. You know, it's, you know, if I can make a difference, it's a tiny difference. That's all that really matters. You know, I mean, you're not going to take every kid to a level 6, you know, cheerleader. But if the kid lifelong goal was to accomplish a back handspring, they've been trying for years and they get, I mean, the joy in that kid's face and smile. I mean, that means many times more than somebody getting a double full. I mean, they just, you know, it's, everybody's different. Everybody's different goals. So if I can just give a piece to each one, I won.
I love it. I love it. And we see some wins from you guys at home. Rena is getting her braces and surviving oral surgery. Yes, girl. Love it. Steve is getting his standing tuck. That's awesome. You guys popping in those wins. We're here to celebrate. And so with wins and technique, and we chatted a little bit about fitness, but to you, why is fitness so important to helping with technique for tumbling?
I honestly think that you need a certain amount of strength for every skill. You know, it starts out with forward rolls and backward rolls. Sure, you don't need to be strong. You know, you start moving to holding handstands and other skills. And as you move up the ladder of the difficulty of skills, your body needs to be conditioned to be able to withstand it, right? To withstand the mess ups, to withstand the constant pounding. So, I mean, building a body was huge. That was something that was instilled in me at a very young age. I mean, the amount of conditioning I've done, I mean, I hated it. When I was younger, I hated it. And,
yeah.
But I mean, maybe because my dad was my coach, but
yeah, which is a whole nother, you know, how that was. But
that's a whole different ballgame.
That's for another day, guys.
That's true. But I think conditioning is huge, and I think again, it's kind of overlooked sometimes. And there's some kids who are going to go home and condition daily, and that's amazing. And you know, but majority of kids are not doing that, and unfortunately, during practice, there's not enough time, and that's why we see so many injuries, you know, well, one of the reasons why we see so many injuries in cheer, because the bodies aren't created or, you know, developed to withstand the pounding that you need.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. And that's with cheer fit too. You know, a lot of the times we look at conditioning as a punishment, right? So you didn't do a skill right, or you dropped a stun, or then you have to go do burpees or go run, and conditioning is the punishment. But with CheerFit is really, you know, focusing on that conditioning is positive. Like you said, conditioning helps you maintain that body, prevent injury, build confidence. So you can find something that's fun in it, you know, do workouts that you enjoy doing, do with your teammates. You know, that's what CheerFit is all about, giving you workouts each week. That's what you guys as well, you know, finding something that helps you reach those goals and seeing more of a positive with it, right? Instead of, you know, conditioning is negative and you know, drop this, so you have to go do burpees, do that. It's, you know, what can you accomplish through conditioning that will help you reach your goals? So you guys are popping in those goals, and I love it. I saw Regina got her win that she's progressing on her handstand and cartwheel. That's amazing. And so it's just, you know, how can conditioning help you reach those goals? So I love it.
Sure.
So another big topic that I want to talk about that is probably the #1 question we get, and I'm sure you guys as well, but mental blocks. So we talked about it a little bit, but as far as, you know, you don't have the patience or you want to progress really quickly. So you keep progressing, you get the skills, and then one day you're a little bit off, you don't know how to shake that off or how to get back to that, you know, level that you were at. And then the mental block creeps in, and it's more mental than physical. But what's your take on mental blocks, or, you know, how do you guys at Perfecta Flip help overcome that?
So there's so many different theories. And, you know, there have been many things written in cheer. I mean, I know one of the two masterminds that I look up to, they're brilliant, is Jeff Benson and Debbie Love.
Yep.
We're just brilliant at what they do. I mean, I have a lot of respect for them. And, you know, they've done tons of research. I haven't done any research, right? So I can only go by what has worked for me and what have I been taught by my father when I was growing up. And Honestly, what worked for me is when I get a child that's, let's say she has a mental block about back handspring, right now back handsprings.
Uh-huh.
I actually go away from those skills. I actually start focusing on front tumbling, and instead of them stressing about what they can't do, I try to build up their self-esteem with giving them new skills and just building them up, hopefully for their brain to relax and maybe forget the fear, but also confidence, I think, plays a huge role in mental blocks. And I think when the less you doubt yourself, again, I have no proof, no research, but in my experience, confidence is big. So I've gone away as far as 5, 6, 7 months before into front tumbling, and then came back and the kids forgot they were afraid, right?
Yeah.
And plus it gave them a new arsenal of skills. So there's just different ways of approaching. I know I've talked to many coaches about this because it's such a big issue in cheer, and everybody has their own opinions, and there's no right or wrong. It's just, whatever works for some. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so mental blocks, I love that you focus on something positive. You focus on confidence, like you said, is huge. And confidence, you guys, be all end all. Confidence is number one. You go into a skill thinking that you can do it, and your mind is so, so powerful. So I want you guys to pop that in the comments. The first person to pop that in the comments will get a special gift from us at CheerFit. That confidence is number one. Confidence is huge, because if you don't have confidence, then if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? And you have to have that confidence to believe in yourself, to know that you can overcome, whatever fear it is, and really just have the strength mentally and physically to, just do that skill, and that it's, going to help you reach those goals. So I love the two things that you said as far as overcoming mental blocks. So you guys, these are awesome tips to overcome mental blocks. Number one, confidence, believe in yourself. 2, focus on something different. Focus on gaining new skills so you build the confidence to then go back and come back with a new mindset. So
I mean, I love how much you stress confidence. I think, cheerleading is, when kids are going to look back at when they're 30 and 40, cheerleading was a big part of their life, but it's a small part of their life at the same time. And when they get older, the lessons they learn from it, I mean, confidence will take you so many places in life, in business, in family, in everything, right? So I'm very big on lessons learned in cheer.
Yes.
That you can take with you for many, many years, right? And confidence is, I mean, it's, you can't stress that enough.
Yeah, no, I love it. And that's actually why I started this show, is to, show athletes that what you take on the mat, you can also apply off the mat. And so 100%. Would you say that's for you? Confidence was the number one skill that you learned as, an acrobatic cheerleader, gymnast, and that you take with you to perfect the flip in everyday life?
Yeah, I mean, my father was super, super hard on me. And, but when I deserved a reward or when I did something well, he was the first one to give me a hug and a kiss. So, it's the whole Russian mentality, right? Like, I'm not going to butter you up, but when you earn it, you will get so much love in that 5 seconds from me that, that's what's going to get you to the next level, because you crave it, right? So he instilled that confidence in me without me even knowing, honestly. And I guess he always believed in me as well. I think having someone who believes in you and can take it to the next level, coach, a parent, it's very big, because kids look up to those people, and, a simple comment or, a sentence, or put your arm around them and give them 5 seconds of your heart. I mean, that takes a child to a whole new level psychologically.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. And so as far as, confidence and believing in yourself and having others that believe in you kind of ties into visualization. So what's your take as far as, you're trying to get a skill, the mental aspect, and actually visualizing how it feels or what it, is like to get that skill. Can you share a little bit about that? So, athletes at home, if you're trying to get a certain skill and you're doing it, what's a different approach that you can take?
You're absolutely right. The visualization is huge. I believe nothing in life, can happen unless you visualize it happening. If you can't see it and you can't feel it and you can't just imagine it's going to happen, then it's not, right? So
100%.
I mean, I always say that, tumbling or cheer, I mean, everything is 50% physical, 50% mental, right? So you can be strong as an ox, right? But if you don't believe in yourself, you will get nowhere, and the other way around as well. So visualization is big, you know, seeing that you can do it, believe that you can do it before you can even do it. See yourself doing it while you're doing drills is big. And that's actually that, you know, that should be stressed more. I mean, that's by coaches just because it's so vital to success.
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. So you guys, visualization goes hand in hand with building confidence and overcoming those mental blocks. And so really just what's it feel like to get that goal? What's that, you know, that win, that smile, just celebrating those wins and visualizing what that feels like, how you'll celebrate is so, so important. And so that takes me to, you know, your product and why you guys created Perfecta Flip and how that helps athletes, you know, just feel what it feels like to get the skill and improve that technique. So can you share a little bit about your products and how they work and, you know, answer some questions along those lines?
Sure. So rewinding back, you know, when I got into cheer, I saw there was many technical issues that I did not encounter in acrobatics. And I met one of my partners, Tom, shortly after, and we started chatting, and you know, he saw the similar, I mean, he has a very strong gymnastics background, and he used to cheer for the Ravens, and so he has a very strong passion for technique. And when we got together, we just started discussing, why is it lacking? Like, what can we do to help, right? I mean, you always want to make a difference, right? So, you know, our first product was, oh my God, it was a chin block. And it was literally, it was an idea. We had a company glue two foam pieces together, and it was just covered in green. I mean, it was just a hot mess. But it was huge because it pointed us in the right direction, right? We believed that we were onto something, and you know, we just ran from there.
And again, it's about believing, right? And
yeah, I mean,
that confidence and going from there.
Well, we always saw issues, right? The three biggest issues that we saw was the head, arms, and feet, or the legs. Yes, obviously lower back and shoulders, yes. But in our opinion, three of the things we wanted to tackle first was that. So, you know, we had the chin block for the head, and then about a year and a half later, we created ankle mags, which are magnetically, you know, they're magnets on the straps, and you can adjust the magnet strength, and, you know, they help you with tumbling and stunting. So both of those products we loved as well because they give instant feedback, right? Like they let the athletes know, like, hey, if the chin block falls out, you throw your head back. You know, if you don't hear the clasp of the magnets, then you didn't get your feet together in arabesque fold down. So we wanted to come up with products that were universal, not just for tumbling, but for running, standing, baskets, load-ins, twists up, everything. And then about 8 months ago, we came out with our last product, armbands, just because we've seen so many girls tumbling, well, I don't know if you can see, like that, and like wrist turned out, and so many broken elbows and wrist, and, you know, that was the last piece of our, you know, system that took care of the three issues that we felt were really, really important to address. And we've seen the best part about this is that we get messages of how well it worked, right? Like,
yeah, and isn't that the best feeling in the world?
It really is, because I mean, if you can help a little girl in Amsterdam or, you know, wherever, Germany, who's just practicing on the trampoline, and all of a sudden her feet come together, and then she takes them off and they stick together because she felt what it feels like to do it right? Like, that's important. We didn't want anything binding. We wanted them to actually do the work and feel it coming together. And, you know, that excitement is just, that's why we do it. I mean, it's making a difference. That's what it all goes back to. So.
I love it. And I love that your products, you know, give them that just kind of instant feedback. And like you were saying, you know, have someone that believes in you, or just having that recognition or that instant feedback to really just have that light bulb moment or that aha, or, oh, this is how I do it, where you can hear it, you know, 100 times one way, but if you just apply it in a different sense or a different way, or, you know, apply your products or fitness to it and just do a different approach, you get, you know, that same result in a different way. So that's what, you know, these chats are all about. And, you know, I love connecting with you guys to hear your perspective and just hear how to help athletes, you know, build their confidence, build their training, build their skills without doing the same thing over and over and over again, applying a different concept to reach those goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think we clicked because we have a mutual desire to make a difference. I think that's what it all comes down to. Just making even a tiny bit of impact, then you've succeeded at life. Like you're good. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, no, absolutely.
And that's the drive behind it. And that's why, like I said, we love what you stand for, and it's just it's fun. Yeah, fitness was big.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's all about, you know, making fitness fun and turning it positive instead of a punishment because you dropped the stunt. It's a positive thing. Like, you get to work out today and you get to advance your skills. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I love that, you know, we can collaborate on that idea and just focus on building confidence and building structure. So I see that you guys at home, I hope that helped. Just kind of a little recap from today. Number one thing is confidence. So you guys have to have, you know, confidence to go into any stunt, any tumbling pass, anything in life, from cheer, not cheer. And that's, you know, what this show is about, as well as taking the tips and things that you learn on the mat, off the mat. So confidence, ultimately number one. I love your advice as far as mental blocks is to, you know, try something different, apply it to a different perspective so you can regain that confidence, and then go back feeling, you know, feeling good. And again, you guys remember patience. So patience is number one. Really focus on that patience, celebrating every win. And I think that, you know, is really helpful for athletes to hear, coaches, parents, that, yeah, it looks great and feels great to get to that next skill, but then what? You know, you want to celebrate those wins and have that foundation to keep moving forward. So with that, thank you so much for, you know, jumping on today. I love the chat. And I see people are enjoying it as well. I hope you guys at home had fun. I just want to share, if you guys want to, you know, enjoy the chat tonight or today, it's not night yet. If you guys enjoyed the chat today, definitely keep in touch. We'll be doing more with these guys. And Perfecta Flip created a special promo code. So if you guys go to their website, use the promo code CheerFit for 10% off. And if you go to CheerFit and you want to join us and join us for the workout club, use the code IG10 and you'll get 10% off as well.
We're also for the next 24 hours giving away our very popular glasses. I don't know if you've seen them or not. The heart shaped. Everybody's loving them.
I love it.
So,
all right, you guys, even better, go to Perfecta Flip, use the code CheerFit, and you're going to get in the next 24 hours not only 10% off, but your awesome glasses. So go check that out. And if you guys like the tips about CheerFit and fitness as well, check out cheerfit.com, cheerfittraining.com/join. So with that being said, is there anything else? I would say your number one tip, right, is confidence.
Yeah, and patience. Confidence and patience. I mean, those are big.
All right, guys. So remember, patience and confidence. If you have any other questions, DM us and let me know what topic or what, you know, focus you'd like to see next time on the CheerFit Show, where we go behind the scenes and chat with industry founders about how they got started and how they can help you guys reach your goals. So with that, I'm going to say have an awesome day and DM me with any questions.
Thanks so much.
You guys soon. Thanks, Jerry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.